What's up guys, and welcome to the next video. So on today's mission we have the BMW 3 Series on the lift that we're going to do a subframe change in, because the subframe that's in it is rusty and won't pass an NCT. So we have the new subframe. So what we're going to do is go ahead and drop the old one out of the car. There's a bit of work in it. We have to drop the exhaust, a lot of nuts and bolts to take out, and then swap over the original parts from this BMW into the new subframe. But you got to hang around for this video, because at the end of it, you see down there, we're going to do a reveal of another project that I've bought and that I'm going to be building basically again from the shell up. It's going to be a cool one. I can't wait to start on it, but obviously we need to get the Integra finished first before that one starts. So yeah, I'm going to show it to you anyway, and it's another one to look forward to. But look, let's get started on the BMW and get this subframe changed. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is remove both back wheels and then pull off the exhaust from underneath the car. Okay, now that we have the wheels and the exhaust taken off the car, next we're going to loosen the bottom of both of the rear shocks. Simply two 14mm nuts. I'm going to use the impact and pull them down. Don't you hate it when a nut gets stuck in the socket? So the next job is we're going to disconnect the brake lines and the handbrake cable on both sides. Okay, so because these nuts are completely rusted and do not want to come loose, what I'm going to do is cut them here and here and use the brake lines off the new subframe, because they're in much better condition to replace the old ones. Okay, so I now have the subframe out. All that was required to actually drop the subframe was remove the 4 bolts from the bushings, and then I just dropped it down. So what I'm going to do now is remove this diff and swap it over into that subframe, and then lift that back up into the car, bolt it all up. After that, to finish it, I've got new handbrake cables ordered because we had to change them. So I have them ordered and have to wait for them to come in. So yeah, we'll get this swapped over now and get it put back into the car. So to remove the diff, what I'm going to do is remove all of these bolts from the ends of the drive shafts on both sides, and then we have to remove the 2 bolts down here at the front and remove this bolt at the back, and then the diff will drop out. and then just bring it over and bolt it into place on the other one. Right then, so I actually went ahead a little bit and put it all back together. So basically I just done the reverse of everything, lifted the subframe up into position, bolted it, then I lifted the diff up and tightened it to the prop shaft. Once that was tight, I lifted the back of the diff up and tightened it up to the subframe. Then we put on the drive shafts, tightened up the shocks, and just went through everything and put it all back together, including the exhaust as well actually. So pretty much there now with this. We still have to put in the handbrake cables and change the brake pads on the back, but not too bad. Nearly ready, nearly finished with it. So we're pretty much there now on the back of the car. Now once that's all done, we got to give it a service and that car is good to go. So as I said, once this car is pretty much done, I'm going to reveal the next project that I have for myself after the Integra is done, obviously. So here it is. This is my 1995 Nissan Skyline R33 GTST. Have a look at this. Now, granted, it is completely stripped. It's not a full car. So there is a bit of a backstory to this that I'm going to tell you in a second, but let's have a quick walk around with it first. So I do have a lot of fiberglass parts got for it already, such as this GTR style spoiler. I've got 25mm wider front wings. We've got a 400R style front bumper, along with side skirts and rear bumper to match. So yeah, I'm really excited to get this project going, but it is going to be down the line. So I actually bought this car about 2 years ago, would you believe? Now when I bought it, it was running, it was fully intact, there was nothing missing off it, and this was back before I started YouTube and all this crack here in the unit. So my plan back then was to strip it down completely and basically just give it to somebody else to do the work on it. But once I had it stripped down and all of that, that didn't actually work out. So I have the car back here now about 2 weeks, and yeah, I'm going to be doing all the work of it. I want to attach a few pictures of when I got the car and of when I stripped it down and stuff like that. I don't have any pictures or videos of it running, unfortunately. But yeah, I have big plans for this car. I want to make big power out of it. I have the original engine for it. I have that all taken apart. I don't know if I'm going to build that engine yet for big power, or maybe go with a bigger RB26 engine. Now, before the build can start on this car, it does have some issues. Rust being the #1 culprit, as always. So it does need arches, it needs sills, inner and outer, and it needs boot pockets as well. So it does need a lot of work. But as you've already seen in all my videos, the stuff I take on, I'm not afraid of a challenge. But this one is, as I said, going to be down the line, and I literally cannot wait, because with my plans for it, I think it's going to be class when it's finished. So yeah guys, that's the Skyline, and can't wait to get to this one. But I know I've been saying it for a while now, there will be a video coming very soon on the Integra, because I am going prioritising some time to get to the Integra in the next 2 weeks. So I've said it now, I gotta keep to it. So it is a bank holiday weekend here. It's Saturday evening, and I am calling it off until Tuesday morning. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like? And also, if you want to help the channel, please subscribe. That's all from me. We'll see you in the next one.